negotiation ethics and looking forward, bringing it together. What are your thoughts on an ethics of practice for negotiations?
Well, ethical negotiations or consultations, to me, start with, again, a personal check in terms of my own approach to the negotiation. I really want to know where my own heart is, where my own mind is around the negotiation. I want to be well prepared. And one of the issues that came up over the years was in consultation specifically was the issue of who are you consulting with? Do they actually represent the constituencies that you wish to do business with, or to have an agreement with, or to get an opinion from? So, for example, in one area that I was working in, there was a regional or a provincial, province-wide organization that represented First Nations, and who we had a lot of conversations with. And as long as we were just having conversations, that was fine. But at a couple of different times, we attempted to have conversations with that group that really needed to be had with the people who had more of the ownership around some of those issues or resources. And we were corrected more than once by specific chiefs of communities saying, actually, that's our piece. On this issue, this regional group does not represent us. So please don't attempt to have consultation meetings or negotiations with this group, because they don't represent us when it comes to this specific issue. They represent us with regard to some of these larger program pieces or topics of discussion, but for a specific negotiation or consultation for it, they don't represent us. The other piece is the definition of consultation or negotiation. Quite tempting when you want to sort of have a quick conversation so you can get on with things, to say, well, we've had a conversation, so we've consulted. And it's important to ask the people you're consulting with to find out if what you're doing at the end of the day is something for them, or something with them in terms of business or a service or a project. Then it's important to ask them, for this to be an effective and full consultation, a consultation process, what elements do you need to see there? It might be that they need a specific people involved in the consultation. It might mean that they need to have a specific consent process for that process. It might mean having certain other parties join in the process for it to be a complete consultation process. So again, being careful not to make assumptions up front that simply having a conversation with who you think the key people are is sufficient consultation. So those are probably the two biggest things.